O Most High, Keeper of secrets, breath of the eternal silence, thou who rideth upon the whispers of stars and dwellest in the stillness deeper than the grave, incline thine ear to the cry of thy servant, for the night is thick with omens, and the ground beneath trembleth with unseen footsteps. I come not with clamor, nor with the trumpet of men, but with a whisper woven from fear and holy fire. I speak because thou hast whispered. I tremble because thy voice like lightning hath touched my marrow. O light, without end, veil not thy face from me, for the hour is heavy with shadows, and the air doth throb with the drumbeat of approaching war. The wind carrieth no sound, yet my spirit heareth it, the rustling of unseen garments, the clash of swords forged in prayer, the moan of the earth groaning under the weight of coming glory and judgment alike. I have heard thee in the night watches. I have felt thee in the weight behind my ribs, in the dreams that stalk the edges of sleep like lions. And now, in the stillness where none watch but thee and the host invisible, I bow low. For what thou hast spoken is sacred, and the charge laid upon me is not for the ears of men, but for thine alone, O Ancient of Days. Thou hast said, speak not, but intercede. Shout not, but weep. Reveal not, but war in silence. And lo, I obey. For what is man, that he should presume to speak where angels veil their faces? What is flesh, that it should carry what only spirits comprehend? And yet, thou hast chosen me, not because I am mighty, but because I am yielded, not because I see clearly, but because I have said yes in the dark. O my soul, be still. Let not thine own heart become the enemy's trumpet. Let not thine own mouth be the breach through which confusion entereth. Guard the secret like the ark of the covenant, for it is holy. Guard the burden like the womb guardeth the child, for it is not yet time for birth. Holy One, searcher of hearts, thou who revealeth plots hidden under laughter and snares cloaked in light, thou hast opened mine eyes to see the trap, cunningly laid and sweetly wrapped, near to the ones I love. Their faces shine with peace, yet the air about them shimmers with warning. I see it in the way the wind shifts when certain names are spoken. I hear it in the lullabies that carry hidden daggers. I feel it in the sudden cold that touches my spirit when decisions are made without prayer. And so I fall to my knees beneath the mountain of thy presence. I climb not outwardly, but inwardly. I ascend not with feet, but with faith. For this is the mount of intercession, and here I will build thee an altar of tears. O Eternal, I call thee by thy covenant names. Jehovah Tzidkenu, be their righteousness in the courts of hidden judgment. Jehovah Nisi, wave thy banner over them when they walk among enemies unaware. Jehovah Rapha, heal the unseen wound before the arrow can strike. Jehovah Shammah, be there, already there, before they step into the room where the serpent waiteth. Let my prayers be incense rising from the desert of delay. Let them be oil poured upon the threshold of time, so that when the appointed moment cometh, they shall not stumble. Let every tear I shed in silence be a stone in the foundation of deliverance. Let every groaning, wordless and raw, become a trumpet in thy throne room. Heavenly Father, keep me hidden until the day of thine unveiling. Wrap me in the shadow of thy wing, lest I be tempted to explain what can only be revealed. Teach me the language of angels, the patience of prophets, the endurance of watchmen upon walls who cry not to man, but to thee alone. For the enemy is crafty. He cometh not with horns, but with honey. His words soothe the untrained ear and tickle the heart with promises of ease. He dresseth his destruction in robes of kindness and smiles while forging chains. But I see him, O Most Holy. I see him slithering behind opportunity. I see him whispering behind promotion. I see him cloaked in good intentions and friendly invitations. And I say, no. In the name of the Lamb whose blood speaketh better things than Abel, I say, no. Let every plot crumble like walls before the shout of faith. Let every seed of confusion be scorched by the fire of thy holiness. Let every hidden scheme unravel at the sound of my prayer. O river of mercy, flow through my home. Cleanse what I cannot reach. Uproot what I do not see. Heal what I do not understand. I lay them, my beloved, my kin, upon the altar of trust, and I wrap them not in my explanations, but in thy promises. I shall not move until thou sayest, move. I shall not speak until thy fire toucheth my tongue. I shall not reveal until thy trumpet soundeth. For this is my ark moment. Thou hast not asked me to build with hands, but with worship. Thou hast not given me hammer or nail, but tears and trembling. Thou hast not called me to the spotlight, but to the secret place where light itself is born. And so I build, with songs in the night, with scriptures carved into the bones of my resolve, with whispers that only thou hearest. O Lord of hosts, I feel the tremors increase. The veil between realms grows thin. The earth prepares to convulse with revelation. And I, thy vessel, await thy breath. For the breath of God is the signal of action. The whisper of the Most High is louder than thunder when it toucheth the obedient soul. I surrender again and again and again. Let my heart be as clay in thine hands. Mold it into a shield for those who sleep unaware. Let my soul be as a wing, carrying their names upon the winds of prayer. Let this night be as the womb of God, pregnant with deliverance. Though I be weary, I will not cease. Though I feel the ache of silence, I will not speak. Though I long to warn them, I will instead war for them. And when the hour is fulfilled, when the stars align with thy decree, thou shalt loose my tongue with wisdom. Thou shalt fill my mouth with fire. And they shall know, not by argument, but by the trembling weight of anointed words, that the Lord hath spoken. O my soul, do not despair in waiting. O my soul, do not despise the secret season, for what is sown in silence shall rise in glory. Thou, O God, art not slow as man counteth slowness. Thou art perfect in timing, precise in power, unfailing in purpose. And we, shall see it, the salvation that cometh not with fanfare, but with fire, the deliverance that entereth not with applause, but with the trembling hush of fulfilled prophecy. Let the heavens record this night of surrender. Let the angels bear witness to the vow I make in thee. I will be still until thou movest. I will be hidden until thou revealest. I will be silent until the appointed trumpet calleth forth the day of revealing. Until then, let thy will be done. Let thy kingdom come. Let thy name be magnified, now and evermore. Amen. O flame that never dies, O voice that cleaveth the silence of the soul, here I remain, bowed and bare beneath the canopy of thine unseen glory. For though the earth sleepeth and men move unknowing, thou art awake, O watcher of the midnight hour. And I am thy candle in the window of intercession. Speak again, O Holy One, and I shall listen. Breathe again, O breath of the Most High, and I shall rise. The hour is near, nearer than the rustle of leaves before the wind arrives. And thou, O Master of time, hast not only marked me for this moment, but forged me in the furnace of long nights and unanswered questions. I am thine, not only in rejoicing, but in trembling, not only in daylight worship, but in the ache of obedience when no one seeth. Thou knowest, O Lord, the battles I have fought in secret, when fear roared louder than faith, when isolation wrapped itself around my prayers, when doubt whispered that perhaps I had misheard thee. But lo, the weight still presseth upon me, and the fire hath not ceased to burn in my bones. That is how I know. That is how I discern. This is not my imagination, but thine instruction. O God of the desert and the dawn, let me walk this wilderness with thee alone. I do not ask for maps or markers, only thy hand. Led me as thou led Moses through the cloud by day and fire by night. Let thy presence be my compass. Let thy whisper be my only strategy. And while the world busieth itself with signs and spectacles, let me build in silence, stone upon stone, prayer upon prayer, until what was hidden shall rise in holy strength, an ark unseen by all but thee, prepared for a flood none yet perceive. For in this ark, O divine architect, I carry not wood or gold, but the names of those I love, inscribed on tablets of intercession, covered in tears, sealed with trust. I see now, it is not that I was forbidden to speak, but that thou wert training me to speak with fire when the time cometh. Thou wert drawing me away, not to punish, but to preserve the oil, that when the cry is heard, behold, the bridegroom cometh, I shall not be found without flame. O light without end, fashion me into a lantern in this darkness. Let me be found faithful in the stillness. Let me be found steadfast in the secrecy of thy command. And when the veil is lifted, when the hour striketh that no man can delay, then shall I speak, and my voice shall carry the thunder of thy counsel. Not because I am loud, but because I have heard thee. Not because I am worthy, but because I have waited. Let the earth tremble. Let the heavens rejoice. For even now the angels are arrayed in battle armor. Even now the wind hath shifted, and the spirit realm stirreth. Even now thou art drawing a line in the dust, between what shall stand and what shall fall, between what is born of flesh and what is born of fire. O my soul, bless the Lord. Bless him in the agony of obedience. Bless him in the silence of secrecy. Bless him, though thy name be unknown, and thy work unseen. For the eye of the Eternal beholdeth all, and he that seeth in secret shall reward in glory. Let every tear become a seed. Let every sigh be a trumpet. Let every waiting hour become a womb for miracles. For thou art faithful. Thou art not a man, that thou shouldest lie. Thy words do not fall to the ground and shatter. They rise, they burn, they bring forth what no eye hath seen. And so I remain, not idle, but burning, not passive, but praying, not forgotten, but hidden, until the day break and the shadows flee away, until thy word is fulfilled and the veil is torn, until the ones I love are awakened not by warning, but by wonder. Yes, by the awe of seeing that thou hast gone before them, that the hand which shielded them was not mine, but thine through me, invisible, holy, and eternal. O King eternal, seal now this continuation with thy breath. Let it live not only in words, but in the trembling place where spirit meets spirit. Let it echo in the chambers of those thou hast called to the same secrecy. Let it stir the slumbering warriors. Let it awaken the hidden intercessors. Let it set aflame the ones who have asked, "Why must I be silent?" The answer is here. Because thou art doing a work so holy, it must begin in silence. But the silence shall not last forever. For when the fullness of time is come, the secret shall become a song, the burden shall become a breakthrough, and the whispers shall become a witness. Until then, let the fire on this altar never go out. Let the holy hush never be broken. Let the heart that has heard thee never stop praying. In the name of the Most High, the Holy One of Israel, the voice upon the waters, the shepherd in the storm, the bridegroom who cometh in the midnight hour,